Well, hello there everyone, good evening and welcome back to the Masters Championship. Tonight, as you can see by the title of the stream, it is the awards and basically a review of Season 7, as it should be, as Team was put down Season 6, so I do apologise about that.
Oh, sorry.
But it is... Sorry, you've been up for a long time, Timo, so it's okay. But yeah, it's basically it's going to be a run through of the awards and the review of Season 7, moving into Season 8. But yeah, as you heard, the person who's going to have me talk you through these awards is TMC Racing P1, which is known as Timo. So, Timo, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks Dan for your kind words and your great intro there. I'm sorry for the mistake. I'm awake literally since 16 hours, so I do apologize for that. I will be correcting that after the stream, so straight afterwards. So, yeah, Racing P1 is my name, co-admin of TMC, and yeah, as Dan said, just to round that season off, a quick review what we think about it, the positives, the negatives, and maybe some improvements for next season. And yeah, the creme de la creme, the awards, who gets what, the Mr. Consistent Award, Driver of the Season, Newcomer, Flop of the Season, everything is in it, and yeah, we can be exciting about it, how everything, went for the guys.
Yeah, so basically, me and Timo will sort the awards, but I would just like to say thank you. There was 19 drivers that did kindly put through their votes, so basically it is going to be out of 19. But me and Timo are simply going to going to literally say how many people got certain votes. So, like for example, if there was 6 people that got votes, say if one person got 1 vote and the other person got 2 votes, we will run you through all that just to let people know how many people actually voted for them and all. But we may as well just crack on, and the first award that we are going to crack on with is the best newcomer / rookie of the season. There was a couple of nominees, but out of the 19 drivers, 2 people voted for the man that finished 4th, which was Javier. To be fair, he did have a very good season when he did come in. I think he joined halfway through and did show very promising pace. So he definitely deserved to be a nominee, and getting 2 votes out of the guys that voted. So fair play for getting 4th. The next person that finished 3rd, who got 3 votes, was Matt Holmes. Matt Holmes had a very fantastic season as well. Was consistently in the points. Barely made any DNFs, so he deserves to be there as well. Then we have another commentator as well, who has recently joined the commentary team and who finished 2nd in this, was Unsafe Release. He got 4 votes, which, to be fair, finishing 2nd in Rookie of the Season, that just shows you that he did have a pretty good season. But the man who won the whole Rookie of the Season, the best newcomer, was probably no surprise. It was Captain Chubbs. He got 11 votes out of 19, so that just shows you that he has improved a lot over the whole course. Or sorry, he did have the best rookie season and everybody. Like, he joined late last season, which couldn't really say he was much of a newcomer or a rookie, because this was his first proper full season. So he did very well. He was doing very well in Division 3. He moved himself up to Division 1. Got a good handful of points in Division 1 as well, so nobody would have thought that there, but he did, and I'm pretty sure he will be happy with the fact that he did get best newcomer and best rookie of the season. So yeah, Timo, what do you make of that? Captain Chubbs got the winner of the newcomer.
Yeah, absolutely well deserved, and nothing to add, really, nothing to say about it. So it's absolutely understandable, because as you said, he started in Division 3. I think Scuba made him to use no traction control and improved from race to race, and then had the confidence to go up to Division 1. And as a newcomer, to go up to Division 1 and actually have the pace to score points is really, really impressive, and it's a really well-deserved title for him.
Yeah, it is indeed, and pretty much nothing more we can say about that team. All we can do is go on to the next award, my friend.
And the next award is indeed Most Improved Driver. So that's literally an award you see if you compare the seasons from last season to this season, what the driver actually did in terms of finishes, DNFs, podiums, top 10, top 5 results. And for this award we had 5 people for it. So finishing this award with 1 vote was Caesar and Stevie G. So they get 4th place both for 1 vote. Then we got on the podium in 3rd place for Most Improved. We got Combi Kermi with a 2nd with 2 votes. Sorry, because he won a race, I think, in Singapore. It was a very impressive drive from him in the rain as well. Then for 2nd, we've got Coutinho with 6 votes. So that's also very impressive, because he joined towards mid-season, I think, Division 1, he was very quick in Division 2. And then Division 1, where he also showed great performances, great drives, fantastic results, and a very well-deserved P2 for him there. And yeah, who will be number 1 for most improved? And that is, with 9 votes of all the votes from the people, that is Captain Jobs again. So now in his rookie season, winning 2 titles, Captain Jobs with 9 votes, and with newcomer best rookie also most improved, because moving up from Division 3 to Division 1, having the pace, he's practicing a lot, well committed as well. And yeah, just shows he is really passionate about Team C, and I think he will have a lot of more seasons in Team C as well. So continue like that, Chubbs. That's really great effort. I'm really happy for you to win two titles in your rookie season, and yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, and you will be good, and I'm sure you will be doing a great job next season as well. What do you make out of that then? What do you think about his performance?
To be fair, like as the votes did show that it was Captain Chubbs and Coutinho who did get the top 2 spots. Like, to be fair, no surprise. Coutinho, I raced with him in Division 2 at the start of the season. He was quick. Like, he was probably a couple of tenths. He was maybe about a tenth or two, maybe maybe 3 tenths quicker than me. And he decided to make the jump to Division 1. Showed absolutely fantastic pace in Division 1. Was very consistent. I think some of the guys were actually surprised at the pace he actually had when he came into Division 1. So, and the more and more he did, he went off and started using no ABS, started to improve his lap time, started to improve his race performances. So he did get quicker and quicker, so he definitely was a good nominee for most improved. But Captain Chubbs, as was said before, like, he came from Scuba, found him on a 5-lapper, and apparently he was on full assist, he was on full traction control, he had light, I believe, braking assist on, he had full racing line, automatic gears. He had all that there, and that was at the start. That was at the end of last season. Whenever he did join, this was his first proper full season, and he did then decide to, you know what, I want to get quicker, I want to improve. So he did go with no TC. I think he still went manual gears as well. I'm not 100% sure. He's also been trying no ABS and all as well. So it's showing you that he is trying to improve, and his pace has gradually got quicker and quicker and quicker. Like, I remember at the end of last season, I even said for me, for example, I was at least a second faster than him. He's now actually managed to catch my pace round 3, basically all the tracks. He's roughly around my pace, if not maybe a tenth quicker than me. That just shows you how much he's actually improved over the course of the season. So he definitely did deserve the award, Timo, and to be fair, it's no great surprise. So yeah, all credit to Captain Chubbs, and all credits to everybody else that actually did get a vote. But Captain Chubbs does take it, and that is 2 awards out of 2 that he has got already. So it's a very, very good start for him. But the next award is going to be Mr. Consistent. Now, this one was won last year by Mr. Graham Chappell, but we'll see what happens now with this one. But there was a couple of people that did get voted. I believe there was 6 drivers. We did have quite a few drivers that were nominated, but there was 6 drivers that actually got voted. Basically, who finished in 5th place was myself. I did get a vote, so thank you to that person that did vote for me. I know who it is, but I'm not going to say it on stream. 4th place was joint with SH, the Division 2 champion, and Matt Tybus, which, to be fair, I'm actually surprised Matt didn't get more votes, because Matt was extremely consistent. The amount of P2s and P3s he got throughout the whole course of the season in Division 1, I'm surprised he wasn't higher, but he does finish 4th along with SH. 3rd is the Division 1 champion, which is Kelsper. He got 3 votes. And 2nd place was the winner of the award last season, which was Graham. Graham does finish 2nd on 4 votes out of 19, so 4 drivers did vote for Graham. But the winner was Scuba MUFC, who did get 5 votes out of 19 drivers. So Scuba does take the award, but to be fair, Scuba and Graham were both 2 very consistent drivers. Like, Scuba was fighting with Kelsper the whole season of Division 1. Graham came into Division 3 halfway through and just completely blew it away. I think he went on a run of like 14 consistent pole positions or something, or not pole positions, podiums. So that just shows you how consistent he actually was. So he does deserve 2nd place. But Scuba, he was very consistent throughout the whole season, was consistently in the podium, consistently scoring a lot of points, and him and Matt did win the constructors, so it only right that the 2 of them were in the award. But Scuba does win Mr. Consistent. So what do you think of that team, or do you think it's a bit controversial? Do you think Graham maybe should have won it? Do you think Scuba deserved to win it, or what do you think? What's your opinion on it?
It's really tough one. It's really close. I think both would deserve it, as well as Scuba racing the whole season Division 1 with the likes of Kelsper, met with his teammate. both Renault boys, to be fair, really deserves that one with like over 400 points, almost 500 points in the constructor. So that just shows how consistent the Division 1 Renault team was, and absolutely shout out again to the two guys of Renault Division 1 this season. Graham as well, really impressive with his driving. Yes, it was Division 3, but just with the consistency he had with 13 or 14 consecutive podiums. I think his worst position was P4 in Canada. I can't even remember, but yeah, or P5 actually in Brazil. So that just shows that's pure consistency, and yeah, I hope he can continue that next season. Will be a bit tougher in Division 1 for sure, but he is a good driver. And yeah, I wish the best of luck till all the guys. And what can I say? It's just really close, yeah, but Scuba takes it, and big credits to that.
Yeah, so we may as well move on to the next award there, Timo, which
is the cleanest. I think it's the cleanest driver. That's a quick one, I think. And there are 3 people who got votes, and one of these people is me, actually, Race P1. I really do appreciate that. That's P3 for this award, and that's actually the content you see, the background. That's of me, my highlights of the league races. And maybe that's one of the reasons I never will win an award, so maybe I have to consider that. I love a little cheeky self-roast there, but here we go. In P2 for cleanest driver of the season is F1 Alonso, so he really deserves that. He got 3 votes for that. And in P1 for cleanest driver of the season with 5 votes, again, is Scuba MUFC. So nothing really to say about that. You all know Scuba is a Team Z legend. He's there since season 2. Always gives you space. He's a very clean driver. Never pushes you off or something. If you give him respect, you get some respect back. And yeah, what can I say? What's your opinion about it? Do you think somebody else would have deserved it, or is Scuba a very well winner of that award?
Yeah, Scuba is, to be fair, a very well deserved winner of the award. But Timo, I actually must confess something. I actually forgot that there was actually a few other boys that did get votes, but the picture that I sent you, it kind of cropped it out. But it doesn't really matter because they were less than what the boys you called out anyway. But some of the drivers that did get a vote was Matt Tybus and Paulie, Merck, myself, and Graham also got votes as well. But it doesn't really make a difference because the way you called it out, the votes were. That's just the way the votes went anyway. But yeah, to be fair, Scuba, he does deserve cleanest driver of the season. Like, have we really had much incidents of him this season? Like, people even reporting him or anything? I don't think we have. So it just shows you that he is clean. Like, he will give a car space around the R side by side of him. He's not one of these drivers that goes for ridiculous moves either. So it's no real, like, you can't really say anything else. Like, he does deserve it from all the nominees that were there. To be fair, all the nominees that were nominated are very, very clean drivers, but Scuba just, there was no reports of him this season, and there's not how more you can say apart from the fact that he won Mr. Consistent and he also won the cleanest driver of the season. So I think we're probably going to hear quite a lot about that for maybe the foreseeable future, because that's going to be a big thing for him, like, because he says he wanted to win both awards, and to be fair, he has won both awards, so not really much more we can say about that. But the next award, Timo, off the top of my head, I believe is the biggest bullshitter award, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
So this award now, as I do excuse the language, but I just thought I'd throw in a wee bit of a funny award.
It's also funny, yeah.
It is. The biggest bullshitter award basically is, as it says in the thing, the person who is in the chats who literally talks the biggest pile of bollocks. I mean, the biggest pile of bollocks you will ever hear in your life. And to be fair though, there was a couple of nominees. Like, I was put down as a nominee, but thankfully enough nobody voted for me, so it shows that I'm actually not annoying and I don't talk a huge pile of shite. But there was three guys that were all tied on one like vote. So this award had 19 votes, and 3 of these guys all got a vote each. One of them was Jordan, the other one was Merck, and the other one was Scuba. Then both guys got 1 vote, but the man that takes the vote with literally 16 people voted for him out of 19. It was TMC Wesker. So Wesker, it basically is the most annoying award, but I just made a wee bit of a change to it, the biggest shite talker award, biggest bullshitter award. So it basically shows you that Wesker has won the award again, and I would say that is the 3rd or 4th season in a row that he has won that sort of award. So I think Wesker's going to be a bit pissed, if I must say myself, but to be fair, like, Wesker, it's all a bit of crack. Like, you can't take him seriously. He talks a big about his shite, says he's the favourite, then says he's not the favourite, says he's no pace. You know, he just talks the biggest pile of dung ever, like, and there's not really much more you can say about it. But Wesker, I'm sorry, my friend, but you win the award once again. But Timo, what do you make of that?
I don't really know, but I like Wesker. I really got friends with him in a party, playing games and also talking shit with Merc and Kevin. But I can't understand the fact of all the stuff is going down to Division 2, going up to Division 1 again, and the discussions with him, and like that. Maybe that's the reason why people voted for him, and also the stuff in the chat, maybe. But I can't blame them. But for me, I really like Wesker, so I can say that with all the honesty I have. So nothing really to add here, to be honest. And yeah, I will just continue with the next award, which help me quickly then. Is that flop of the season, or do we want another one?
It is...
Or drive of the season.
It is drive of the season. And then
that I can continue with that. Drive of the season then. There we had 4 people who got votes. And yeah, we start with 4th place, that is Stan in Italy, with the win in these very chaotic, rainy conditions. So Dan won that race and got a 1 vote for that. Then we have Joe Corby in Australia, which got 2 votes. That is P3. So Joe coming in Division 1, and everybody thought, yeah, he will be relegated and has absolutely no chance. He will be finishing the season with 0 points. But I think he finished that race in P4, if I'm not completely mistaken. So that was a really good race for him. Made everybody really surprised about it in a positive way, and got 2 votes for that. Then we have in P2 Merc in the USA. There was also the victory with a very dominant drive and very clean, consistent. Don't know if he had penalties there actually, but he got 3 votes for that drive, so also very well deserved. And had a few great races in Division 2 this season as well. But your winner for Drive of the Season with literally 2/3 of the whole votes, with 12 votes, it's Foggy Good for his drive in the season final of Abu Dhabi. So he was starting from P16, like, avoided all the carnage on the first lap, the first corners. Then had the pace literally to keep up with Dan, the likes of Foggy and Merc, like, just getting no penalties, keeping it consistent within the wide lines, and yeah, till the end he was holding that till the end, and he was crossing the line in P5 or P6, and just to finish the race in first due to penalties. So that was a fantastic stuff there from Foggy, from the Dutchman, and I think a very... sorry, lost my words completely. Impressive, that was the word. Very impressive stuff to finish off the Division 2 there. So that will be very long remembered, I think, in 2, 3, 4 seasons time, with Foggy winning this race. And absolutely well-deserved Drive of the Season award. So what do you think, Dan?
Yeah, to be fair, the Foggy fully does deserve the award. I'm just going to point out that, you know, if my steering wheel hadn't messed up, I probably would have won the race easy, but, you know, but we'll say nothing. But, yeah, Foggy does deserve the award. He was there to capitalise whenever things were all going bad for the ways at the top. We were all sitting there having a big massive battle. Foggy came out fresh tyres, managed to keep up with, and we all had penalties, and he didn't, and that's what made him win the race. It was a very entertaining race, I must say myself. For me, particularly driving one-handed, that was pretty eventful, considering the fact my upshift pedal was broke, but... You know, that'll not happen next season when I go and absolutely slap Division 1, but we'll say nothing. But, yeah, nothing more you can really say. Foggy did deserve the award. We'll move on then to the next award, which I do, but before we go on to the driver of the season, it is going to be flop of the season. Now, this one here, I'm going to point out, was a very, very close award. There was 3 drivers covered by 3 votes. So basically, there was 5 nominees, and every single one of the 5 nominees did get a vote. So Big Shaq did get 1 vote from the 19 people that did vote for him, or that did vote. He got 1 vote, so he finishes 5th. 4th place was Joe Corby. He managed to get 3 votes. Then 3rd place was Connor Keena. He got 4 votes. So that just leaves Jordan and Kevin. Now, which one of them two would people think got flop of the season? I think most people would think it was Kevin that got flop of the season, but I can actually point you out that Kevin finished 2nd. It was actually Jordan that got flop of the season. Kevin finished on 5 votes and Jordan finished on 6. So that just places it. Jordan got flop of the season. That's a bit of a shock, I must say, because I did think myself Kevin was the biggest flop over the season. I didn't even vote, so I'm not going to vote because it's a bit unfair if I do vote. But I personally think Kevin was the flop of the season, but the guys voted and Jordan was the one that got the most votes. So Jordan, that's just basically going to be a sign that the driving this season that you've done has not been up to standard, and hopefully next season in Division 1 you can improve that driving, because to win flop of the season, that is never ever a good award. Kevin won it last year, and luckily this year he was near enough winning it again because he won the first race and didn't do anything the rest of the season. Didn't do anything. So Jordan, you need to, in the new year, once the season starts up again, need to get your head down, just continually practice. If you're going no assist, go no assist, try and practice it now. If not, just stay on assist and just try and drive your best, because you really don't want to be in the award for flop of the season in season 8. So Timo, what do you make of that, Jordan getting flop of the season?
I think the main reason for that is really the biggest crash of teams in history, which we've seen in Division 1 in Austria. So taking out like 5-6 people there, and maybe any other reports and incidents against him. And the performance on track maybe due to the clean driving, and also the main focus I think was that incident in Austria, which was really, really massive, destructive. And I hope he can sort it out next season, because I know what he's capable of. I know he's a good driver, he has the pace, he's practicing a lot as well, and I hope he can bring that back to avoid this season, award for season 8 then, and I hope he does that actually, because I know he's capable of a lot more, maybe top 10 results every race, and then just show how you can race, and that's just the advice I can give you. Anything to add then about this?
Absolutely nothing, Timo. We can go on to the final award, which everybody is looking out for, which is Driver of the Season.
And that is Driver of the Season indeed, which is the last award as well. And the nominees literally were the 3 champions of Division 1, 2 and 3. So that is Carlsberg, SH and Graham. In P3 we have SH on 2 votes. Graham is in 2nd on 3 votes, so it was really actually a very, very clear result there in the end, because Carlsberg won Driver of the Season as the Division 1 champion on 14 votes. So that is absolutely well deserved with the performance he put in over the course of the season, very consistent, like against Scuba and Matt, the nearest rival. And to win the Division 1 title is literally a confirmed try of the season, in my opinion. Because SH, people said he had it too easy in this division, maybe just racing Venom. Graham maybe as well, to be fair, but he was very consistent as well, and he joined only halfway through, so that was very impressive to finish ahead of Caesar there. But Carlsberg to race and always be consistent, and with the pressure against Scuba, medium pilot, Milan Ryan, a lot of quick drivers in that tier, and with 14 votes, it's just a very clear result for all the guys. And congrats to Carlsberg for that award, very great achievement. I'm very happy for you. I hope you're on stream to see that. And just congrats. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, it is a well-deserved award, I must say. Like, there's not really much you can say. Carlsberg, he's wrapped up the Division 1 title again this season. To be fair, it wasn't as easy as it was probably last season for him, but Scuba and Matt did give him a run for his money. But at the end, he did pull off a fantastic drive, because he was consistent as anything. Anytime them boys got a win, he was finishing 2nd or 3rd, so he wasn't losing that many points. It was never a race where they took big chunks of points out of him, which I think at the end of the season did really help him to win the title. But next season in Division 1, it's going to be interesting to see how Kelsberg is on, because I do believe he is going to go to no assists next season, so it mightn't be as quick, but he could be practicing now. Nobody can tell until we get into the first race in Australia, which is going to be a very, very interesting one with a lot of new drivers in it. But yeah, he did deserve the award, and there's not really much more you can say on it.
Yeah, 100% agreed.
So basically, that's the awards done. Congrats to everybody that did actually win an award and did get a vote. And people even voted. It's much appreciated that you actually took your time out to actually do the votes. But yeah, Timo, the main thing now for us is to literally just do a whole review of the season and how we thought the season went.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, how do you think the season went from your perspective?
From a personal perspective, I have to say it was kind of up and down, especially down phase through the middle part. Started with Great Britain, Hungary, Spa, these races in the middle part of the season. With 4 races, I had I think 3 or 4 DNFs or 4 non point finishes for sure. But on the other hand, I think I had a lot of good races, battles, and results as well. I think also the positive aspects are predominant in my season. And finishing on 70 points in P13 overall in the standings just shows literally how close that Division 2 field was this season. I really had a much better season than compared to last season, where I just finished on 25 points, 0 points after 5-6 races. So to finish on 70 points this season in Division 2 is a great effort, I think, for me. I really improved my driving in terms of consistency as well. What I want to improve next season is my qualifying performance. To have just a better basement for the start of the race to guarantee a better result, better than, or rather than starting from P16 or 17, something like that. So I hope I still can put into practice, as you guys may know with my new job I started on Monday. So I hope Team C won't suffer from that at all, or not too much, I hope, because it's a really big chance to get on with this job and do kind of like a career in this. I hope I also can do my role as a co-admin as well, so I hope I can support Dan as best as I can and just race as I want, because of the early the early shifts at work could be a bit different. I hope it won't change too much. So if there's anything like uncommitment or something like that, I hope you do forgive me, and I do apologize for it. So if I'm not racing, it's really just due to job commitments, and I hope to bring on the next season anyway, because I'm really passionate about Team C and the racing as well, so I hope I have positive prospects for Season 8. And yeah, just for me, it was a great season, Season 7. Dan, what do you think about yourself anyway?
Yeah, personally for me, I actually think Season 7 was actually a very good season in the whole of TMC, because like, to be fair, most races, yes, we did have reserves, but the attendance wasn't too bad. It got particularly bad around towards the end of the season. I think people just gave up and just like, can't be asked. But hopefully next season now, with only 2 divisions, hopefully there is going to be full grids every week. That's the only thing I want. I literally want full grids and close racing. That's all I want. I don't care about anything else. But hopefully that does come next season. But this season, to be fair, it was a decent season. It's probably one of the better seasons we've had over the previous years. But yeah, for me personally, my season was up and down. I just felt like, to be fair, I felt like I should have been a lot closer to SH than what it was, but I did go on holidays for 3 weeks and did miss 3 races, so I don't think that helped. But next season I'll be in Division 1, as I can confirm these all now, because I want to be back with the big boys, so hopefully I can get a bit of practice going, get the new steering wheel for Christmas, so hopefully that will enable me to practice more and get a bit more pace. Well, fingers crossed anyway, because I'm going to need it, because Division 1's going to be pretty quick next season as well, so I just hope that I know if I'll be able to turn up every week, because you know it's going to be on a Tuesday, and Tuesdays are my free days, so I'll be able to turn up every week. It's just whether I can score points every week, I just don't know. But yeah, the whole actual course of TMC this season, it was very good. Like, we got new commentators, and like Unsafe Release and all decided to join the commentary as well, and he's done a fantastic job on the races that he has come in. So hopefully next season there's going to be a lot more people willing to do commentary. The stewards and all as well have done a fantastic job with all the decisions and all they've made. Yes, there's been some controversial ones, but yeah, next season hopefully them guys do stay on and actually do take the stewarding role again, because they've done a fantastic job this season, and there's nothing more I can really say about it apart from the fact that they did a fantastic job. But yeah, TMC this year was a good season, and hopefully next season can be better. There's a couple of things in the pipeline that me and Timo are going to try and do for next season, but we'll let that know in due course. The season is probably not going to start until mid-January anyway, so I'm giving the lads a good couple of weeks rest, because after the season we've had, you kind of need it, like, because people are just drained out. Some people may not come back after the new season. That's perfectly acceptable. I don't mind that at all, but there will be drivers that do come back, and the ones that do come back, I'm just going to promise you now it will be a good season. I promise you now I'm not going to mess it up. I'm not going to do anything to destroy the season or nothing. Like, this season was it was like kind of like a proper season for me, and I think personally for me, I thought I ran it very well. Next season, now that I have a season under my belt, next season is going to be a bit better because I have a good few ideas and all to come. But yeah, as I was saying, give the lads a couple of weeks break. We're going to do a couple of fun championships and all throughout the course, which the next championship we are going to try and do is a Champions League, which you've seen before in the past, but I'm going to try and bring it back and hopefully get a lot of drivers doing it. I'm particularly aiming for about 24 because I want like 6 groups of 4, but I'm not sure if I will get that, but I hope I do, because I think it'll be a fantastic event. It'll pass the time as well for the new season to keep the lads all up like around the same pace and all over the world, maybe even improving for the next season, because if people don't practice throughout the whole course of Christmas, you're going to come back on mid-January and be absolute you're not going to be great. Like, you're going to be a bit hit and miss, and that's not going to be good for when the next season you go into, because you're going to take so long to find your feet again. So I just hope that people do actually continue to practice, no matter if it's 5 lappers, no matter if it's these championships. Like, these championships are all for a bit of fun, and they're also for the guys to keep their racecraft up, because I don't want people coming in next season having lost their racecraft, because then that means they're going to just literally crash every race, cause incidents. I don't want that. I want people driving at the best level that they can possibly drive, because I want TMC to be literally known in the F1 community as one of the best leagues you can do for wheel-to-wheel racing. It doesn't matter about being quickest. I don't care about that there, because people don't really care about if the league's the quickest or not. They just want to race and know that they're going to have a fantastic race and have good clean battles and all. That's all people really want, and I hope I can bring that motivation back to the guys in TMC, because I do feel that the motivation, people have been a bit down this season because of everything that's happened, the whole contact model of this game, the way this game's been built and all. It's not particularly fantastic. It's an okay game, like, don't get me wrong, but it's not the greatest. But hopefully I can start bringing a bit of motivation back to the guys, and people are going to be controversial about where they're at next season. I've done all the allocations and all for next season where I want people to be. Some guys are going to be a bit annoyed where they're at, but personally it's for me just to get you to improve. You'll enjoy it a lot more, I promise you. Yes, you may be fighting for P16, P17, but believe me, you will enjoy it. It will be very good racing. So I just hope that the guys just get back the confidence that I hope the guys just basically get back the old drive and motivation that league racing used to be, because I feel like league racing over the past while has been crap. People just want it easy, and I don't want that. I want people to actually sweat, race, and have a good race, and if they get a point in, they'll be like, that was practice well deserved. Like, I got a point in one of the like fastest divisions in TMC, or probably the fastest division in TMC. So I just hope that I bring all that back, and I do apologise for waffling on, but I just wanted to say that. But yeah, hopefully next season Teemo can be a good season for TMC. And do you have anything else to add? Because I know you've been up for a while, and I know you're probably falling asleep, so we'll try and wrap this up.
Yeah,
We'll try and wrap this up literally right now, but do you have anything else to add before we go off?
What I wanted to mention as well, we celebrated TMC 3 years this season, so that was also a great milestone for TMC. I've joined TMC in season 2, and now coming towards season 8 next year just showed what we've made out of TMC since it was founded by Liliard and Richie, and then happily Dan took it and just brought us to where we are now, and that's just good to see. We are a well established league in league racing. On Twitter, in the league racing community, also with the TTG esports events, we have been taking part in the events, and just drivers of TMC wanted to represent the league, which is good to see, and just shows we are passionate in league racing, and just care about what other leagues do and take part in events. Also within Team Z we had great events. The special event, of course, of Team Z 3 years. We had some 5-lapper championships, last man standings, king of the fives, everything like that. And yeah, it's just great also to do that for the guys, to organize it. It's a big pleasure as well. I enjoy doing the streams. I literally did every Division 3 stream, did the Division 1 stream, apart from one. I think it was Mexico where I was sick. And also sorry for tonight sounding a bit naked or tired. It's just been 16 hours awake, but anyway. I really enjoyed it this season and all the last season and all other seasons to come. As I said, I hope my new job won't prevent me from that, because I really love to race here. I want to do the practice with you guys in the party. I want to rage. I want to do the highlights. You like all the emotions. I love his Team Z when the lights go out on the grid, and that's just the feeling you have if you do the races. And if that feeling fades away at some stage, then I think it's time to quit league racing. But I hope this feeling will stay for a long time, so for the future. And yeah, I hope I really can take part in the most of the races. And let's see when I have established in my job the next 1 or 2 months to see how everything will go. And yeah, I will let you guys know. I also will stay in my co-admin role to help Dan as best as I can. But literally during my working times, I'm not about, because absolutely no phone is allowed on the company plant. So you have to bear with me if I'm home or in the about to leave the car park or something like that. So I hope you're aware of that. But yeah, I'm waffling as well, but nothing really to add. What I wanted to say is happy birthday, Scuba. It's Scuba MUFC's birthday tonight or today. Hope you had a great day, and also I think two awards is a great present as well. And yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy the night. I will let Dan say the last words before I go to bed, because it's really time for to go to bed for my next early shift tomorrow. Yeah, Dan with the last words. It was a pleasure again, lads, and we see you with the next stream, the next video, whatever. Let's discuss in the chat. And before we go offline, I will say, keep it safe and keep racing. Thanks for your interest.
Yeah, so basically, team, we'll just put it all there, said it brilliantly. A fantastic season. Hopefully next season will be better. I'll be doing a lot more, like, hands-on thing I'll be about. Hopefully a lot more next season. So anybody, any problems, want to talk to me about anything, feel free. I'm literally just a message away. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for me and Timo. And yes, he says happy birthday to Scuba. I'd like to say happy birthday to Scuba and Matt, because it is Matt's birthday as well. So happy birthday to both of them.
Happy birthday, Matt.
The two Renault boys, would you believe it or not, have the exact same birthday, so they're basically clones, like same pace in F1, and also the same birthday as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they both look like each other as well. It'd probably just be the sort of thing that they would do. But yeah, that pretty much is going to wrap it up from us. Just hopefully you all have a good night, and hopefully all just look forward to the next season, because it's going to be a fantastic one. But yeah, as Timo says, that's us done, and good night everybody. Thanks very much.
See ya, good night.